So I'm up here in beautiful Nome, Alaska, right on the sea. Off in the distance you can see a dredge boat. A poor little abandoned four-wheeler down there on the beach. I want to show you something. It's kind of typical of Alaska, especially of Nome. Now, keep in mind, there's no roads getting into Nome from like inside of Alaska. You have to fly into here or take a boat to get into here. So people gather stuff up and well, there's no place to take it except a dump. There's no type of metal recycling places. So when you drive around, you see huge piles of scrap metal going to waste. This is a good example. Looks like a pristine beach. It isn't. This is somebody's, there's an old stove there. This is somebody's cabin that's been abandoned. And as you can see, it is strewn with junk. Look at that, I guess that's an ice auger there. And there's so much abandoned metal. This is inside. Let's look inside real quick. Doesn't look like it's been lived in for a while. There's the bed up there and got a little stove. There's so much metal everywhere you look up here. It's just amazing. If this was back in, you know, where I'm from, I mean, people would have scavenged this a long time ago. Some old engine blocks. Some more augers. It's a battery. That's worth like 15 bucks, I think. Just metal everywhere up here. Look at that. Isn't that sad? I mean, it's hardly anybody up here. There's only like 5,000 people in Nome. But where the people are, boy, I tell you, it can be a mess. Lots of metal through here. You can see the dirt piles in the back there. Oil pile. That was a mine. I don't think it's not in operation any longer. Look at all those snowmobiles. Isn't that crazy? People think West Virginia's bad. West Virginia's got nothing on these guys. Alright, let's get out of here. This is a cool little spot right here I wanted to show you guys. If you look out in the ocean there, you can see some dredge boats. But inland here are some old camps. These camps are left over from miners up here. Of course, they're up here searching for gold. I don't think they're really old or anything, but they're not allowed to camp out here anymore or have cabins or anything. So they've been abandoned for some time. I thought we'd just kind of look around and see what we can see. It looks pretty interesting. It's a little bit trashy. I think they left an old fishing rod. River treasure! There's a lot of junk up here. There is an old hose system there. I guess that's for washing gold. Wow, look at that bone. That's a Sam Squinch. I guess it would be a Yeti up here, wouldn't it? That's probably a muskox, I guess. Look, old abandoned four-wheeler. Wow. If anybody needs some parts for a four-wheeler, I know right where it is. Just let me know. Kind of a long haul, though. We're gonna go ahead and look inside this building. I just hope there's like, you know, like bodies in there. You never know out here. In the winter time, somebody could have crawled in there and froze to death. I'm pretty sure there's no one living here anymore. Hopefully there's no bears in there. No, it's abandoned. Check it out. Man, this would have been awesome staying up here. What do you think? Look at a stove there. Not sure what kind of that is. Vogelzang or something. Kind of rustic in here, but it would have been a blast, I think, spending the summer up here. Just kind of camping in here and working the gold out there on the beach all summer. This looks like a little bunkhouse in here, you know, where people would sleep. Same over here. Looks like a sleeping platform of some kind. Let's go look at this one. So far, so good on the dead bodies. Yeah, this is pretty trash. Oh, look at that. That's kind of cool. Huh. Guess that's caribou, maybe. I don't know. You guys know, let me know. Yeah, there's a lot of trash. I guess that's firewood. Whoa, there's nobody living in here. No, I don't guess so. Let's go and look. Yeah, it's pretty junky. Stove. Look, a lighter. I wonder if it works. No, that's part of why it's here. Well, you know, this is probably pretty good because if you were stranded up here, you know, something happened on the beach, you could always pop in here for some quick shelter. And if nothing else, there's some wood here you can make a fire with. It gets really cold here in the wintertime. It gets like 50 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit. That's really, really, I mean, that's like you die in just a few minutes if you're outside, or at least get frostbite. All right, what do you think? Let's take a look around and see what we can find. Ooh, an outhouse, but we're not going in it. Out back. This might be another section right here. I guess they have wasps up here. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's a shower. It looks like a shower. It's something to hang. Yeah, that's what it is. It's an old shower. This is where they had their soap here and their edge. Pretty cool. I see another one over there. Let's go look at it.